been so confident about doing something only to realize that you had absolutely no idea what you were doing? That happened to me during my first few weeks in America. I had just received my first salary, my first ATM card, my first paycheck, and what should have been a simple bank deposit turned out into one of the most memorable lessons of my life. It wasn't about banking or about technology, it was about assumptions and intuitions and having the courage to ask for help. Welcome to InnerQuest Healing Talks, conversations for stress to bliss. I'm your host, Ravindra Murthy. In this mini series, Lessons I Learned in America, I share true stories from my stay in the US and the life lessons hidden within those experiences. In today's story, I will take you back to Manhattan in late 98. After joining work in New York, one of the first things I had to do was open a bank account. I opened a basic checking account at Fleet Bank in Manhattan. One thing immediately surprised me. The bank charged a monthly fee just for maintaining the account. Back then in India, I wasn't used to paying a fee simply for keeping money in a bank, right? However, today, banking has changed everywhere, including India. But in 1908, that was a completely new experience for me. And I still had to I opened my basic checking account. And a few days later, I received my first ATM debit card. Seeing my name printed on that card felt really special. And it was another milestone in my journey. And very soon, I received my first salary paycheck. Unlike India, salaries in the US were paid twice a month. No. I wasn't getting double the salary. It was simply half of the monthly salary, which was paid every 15 days. I was excited to receive my first paycheck. And my colleague explained that depositing the paycheck through an ATM was the easiest option. If I went inside the bank and deposited the check with a teller, there would be an additional service charge. She showed me the ATM and explained, you will find a deposit envelope inside, put the check in the envelope and deposit through the ATM. Listening to that, I thought it was simple enough. So that evening, I walked into the ATM lobby with my paycheck. I found the deposit envelope, placed my check inside, sealed it carefully. Then I looked around, saying, where do I put this envelope? Back in India, we used to use check drop boxes inside banks. So naturally, I assumed there would be something similar here as well. Then I noticed a neat box on the floor. I thought, that must be the drop box. Without a second thought, I dropped my first salary into it. As I turned around to leave, something didn't feel right. My intuition whispered, are you sure? I looked again. Inside the box were some crumpled withdrawal slips and other discarded papers. It wasn't a check drop box. It was a trash can. I couldn't believe what I had just done. Thankfully, the envelope was still clean And I quickly picked it up and stood there wondering what to do next. My first thought was I will come back tomorrow with my friend and deposit the check. Then I noticed someone entering the ATM. I thought of asking that person for help, but immediately another thought entered my mind. When I joined to work, my colleague had advised me not to keep looking around at buildings like a tourist. Don't talk to strangers. Be especially careful in downtown Manhattan because there was always a fear of getting mugged. Those words stayed with me, and for a few moments I hesitated and was wondering should I ask for help or not. Finally, I took some courage and politely asked, "Could you please show me how to deposit this check?" The gentleman smiled and without any hesitation, he walked me through this process step by step. And within a minute, my first paycheck was successfully deposited. Ah, what a relief. I thanked him and walked out of the ATM with a small lesson. So, looking back, I realized something profound. When we don't know something, our mind fills the gaps with assumptions. Sometimes those assumptions are correct, and sometimes they are not. Like how I ended up dropping my first salary in the trash can. But life also taught me something else that day. My intuition told me something wasn't right. I listened to it. Then life presented the right person at the right time. All I needed was the courage to ask for help. Very often, we struggle in silence because we are afraid of someone judging us. And the truth is, every expert was once a beginner. Every confident person was once confused. So, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever assumed something simply because it looked familiar? How often do we let assumptions guide our decisions instead of seeking clarity? Is there an area of your life where you're struggling alone because you're hesitant to ask for help? Yeah, and also try to recall a moment when a complete stranger made your life a little easier sometime. Yes, sometimes the universe doesn't solve our problems directly. It sends the right person at the right moment. And our job is to remain open enough to receive that help. You ask for it and you get it. As simple as that. Alright, have you ever made a funny mistake while learning something new? Maybe during your first job, your first journey somewhere to an unknown place, or even your first experience with computers and technologies. I would love to hear your story. Share it in comments. And if this episode reminded you that it's okay to ask for help, please share it with someone who needs that reminder today. Life has a beautiful way of teaching us through ordinary moments. Sometimes a paycheck, an ATM, a stranger, and a small mistake can become lessons we carry for lifetime. Until next time, stay curious, trust your intuition, and remember, never hesitate to ask for help. Assumptions can lead us in wrong direction. Intuition points us back, and the courage to ask for help often opens the right door. This is your host Ravindra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins within.